So again, like I said, we gotta do Mr. Garvey some justice, right? Anybody that say they living, quote unquote, I want to take that back. Anybody that say they claiming this right here, we gotta do the man some justice. Cause like you already know how I say it, right? There's a difference between claiming and there's a difference between banging. There's a big difference between the two, claiming and banging, right? You got a lot of people that's claiming. Not that many people that's banging. For those that really are out there that's living up to what this means, you understand? The might of what this means, what this man gave us, peace and black power to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep spreading that proper example of how we're supposed to carry this mission out. Now, the reason why I say that is to say this. I'm not sure if you paying attention. I'm not sure if your eyes can see it. I'm not sure if your ears can hear it. But this thing is real. And what's real about it is there's starting to become a division amongst those that, again, claiming RBG. The establishment of the RBG Nation worldwide, big up all the different tribes all over the place that's living, that's putting this work in, you know what I'm saying, in motion. And those that are just trying to get a name for themselves real quick. You understand? Because this thing is trending. It's a hot topic, if you will, right? Now, here's the split. First and foremost, before I even get into that, we're talking nationhood, right? And you already know, if y'all listen to me long enough, you already know the core of a nation is nothing but a family. The core of a family is that between the man and the woman to produce the child, to carry that family on, right? Right. Now, with that being said, this black power thing, this black nationalism thing, first and foremost, familyhood is at the forefront of this entire thing. So, if you're not speaking about familyhood first and foremost, you're already putting yourself out the box. If you're not living familyhood or starting to at least teach on the values and show the values of what familyhood, aka man and woman to produce child, can bring forth before African people, you're bullshitting. Now, homosexuality. Yeah, I know. We're back on this topic yet again. We're back on this topic yet again. We're back on this freaking topic yet again. This is the division right here, up under this beautiful symbol. This is the division right here. Those that know the importance, the relevance, the need, and urgency of the recreation and reestablishment of our families, again, which consist of man, woman to produce child, versus those that are sympathetic towards the lifestyle of homosexuality, those that are even inclusive to those with homosexuality backgrounds, etc., etc., etc. Those are the people, right? Again, like I said, there's a division, and the division is those that say, basically, you cannot be a face, you cannot be a voice for our collective struggle, because at the end of the day, we all know by way of facts and history, shown and proven, homosexuality is not of an African nature. Homosexuality goes against life, which African lifestyle is about producing new life, new energy, right? Homosexuality cancels that shit out. Homosexuality is what I call the perpetrator of the slow death. You understand? Think about it. Think about it. If a person could get a male and a man to cohabitate with one another, right? Have sexual relations with one another, this, that, and the third, right? Completely shun off, in this realm, that of their sexual opposition, which is the female, the woman. If I can get you to shun her off and hook up with another man, I just canceled out 2 lines of life just that quick. I just canceled out 2 lines of life. His and his. There's no life that's going to come out of that union. You understand? So at the end of the day, what baby will be born? What new life will come into this world? None. Same thing. If I can get a woman and another woman to hook up, what life is that going to come forth with? None. Again, I just stopped 2 lifelines from living. Right? Now again, as black people here in the West and in the world over for that matter, right? We're fighting for our human rights to live. Right? These homosexual sympathy people and this, that, and the third, and actual homosexuals who think they can be in voice and be a face or an activist, whatever, for this struggle, whatever, right? I'm going to tell it to you like this. First and foremost, you're no threat because you've already fallen victim to their feminization plan that they've already pushed forth. So that's already out. Number two, you're giving a wrong example of what men should be, and women for that matter. Because again, if I can get a man and a man to link up in a sexual manner, there's no life. Same thing with two women. In a sexual manner, there's no life. But at the end of the day, we have to look at the examples that we're setting forth for our children that's following behind us. Again, it's not about the words that you say. The words may sound good, but if they're not backed up with genuine living, actual practicality, right? Your words are for none. Your words are in vain. Your words are void. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. I don't give a damn how long your quote-unquote resume is. If you want to, big up and brag against yourself, whatever, it makes no difference. At the end of the day, the living example that is before the people is an example of the cancellation of life. Period. Period. And we need to recognize that. So again, when I say that there is a split emerging right now amongst RBG Nation, there's starting to be a couple, like I said, just look at it. Those that stand firm against homosexuality, as basically, like I said, a voice, a face for our struggle, trying to recreate and reestablish ourselves, and those who are for homosexuality, support homosexuality, and would like to have them as an advocate for our black struggle. Negative. Because again, what is the example that's being put forth? Now also, I always tell you, family, you got to study your competition, right? This thing is about race, right? And what is race but a big-ass competition? Study your competition that surrounds you. Look at how they thrive and how they rock, this, that, and the third. When you look at them as a superpower or the might of their nation or whatever, do you see that of a homosexual representation out front first and foremost? No, and you lying to yourself if you're saying that you are. If you can see it, it's not out there for front and center for the world to see and for the world to respect and pay homage to. That's that civil rights shit, and this is what I mean when I say that. The whole civil rights thing or whatever, niggas fell for that too, because at the end of the day, civil rights was the right for you to be liked, the right for you to be friends with somebody, right? Human rights is fighting for the right to live, the right to exist. With no problem, with no boundary. That's what a human right is. So again, your civil right is a contradiction and a combatant against our human life. Again, if what you do for your, I'm gonna say it like this: if you want to do what you want to do what you do. I don't give two shits. If you want to be a flaming homosexual faggot, whatever, or a straight up hardcore dyke, whatever you want to do what you do on a personal. First and foremost, just don't cross my line with it. I won't cross your line with it. Boom, period, point blank. But again, when we're talking about a collective front, a united front, a collective all in together now type situation, we have to recognize and we have to put forth the proper image. We have to put forth the proper message. Period. We have to put forth a proper representation of what our nationhood is to be, how it's going to run. How the hell do you want people to respect you and your people, right? But when you got out front people that respect people that do not respect the own living of your people, again, with this homosexual shit. Think about it, man. Think about it. Again, if I can get you to hook up with somebody that's exactly like you physique-wise, you know what I'm saying, right? Sexual organs-wise or whatever. If I get a man and a man to hook up, a woman and a woman hook up, there's no life coming from those unions. I just canceled off 1 and 2, right? That's 2. And another 2. I just canceled off 4 lifelines, man. Now just imagine how much those 4 lifelines are multiplied amongst the masses of the people. Look how big this whole homosexual thing is blown up. This shit is an epidemic. This shit is the new crack ever right now. Homosexuality is the new crack ever right now. And it's spreading. Everybody getting hooked. You feel what I'm saying? So we gotta keep this type of shit in mind, man. What are our babies going to look up when they say, yo, my people is really like that. My people is the shit. Look at their representation. What are they gonna say? Look how everybody else's representation is. They got some sort of strength and some sort of might that's being shown. Like ours, we got a bunch of sissified faggots. We got a bunch of confused ass women that want to be men. Etc., etc., etc. That's our representation. Seriously, negative. And that's a complete dishonor. That's a complete smack in the face of Mr. Honorable Marcus Garvey. You've got to be kidding me. Now I'm going to say it like this. I did a video not too long ago. Go back in the channel and check it out. I did 2 videos. One was entitled The Perpetrators of the Slow Death. The other one was entitled the fight of the black man today. Check those two out. Again, this is R&M RBG TV. You know we keep it G. And in one of those videos, the perpetrators of the slow death, you all should know this name that I'm about to bring up right now. Yes, I'm calling names. The kid's name is Gazi Kodos or some shit like that. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back in the video. You'll see I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. He even had the nerve to say that with his lifestyle, the way he's living and the way he puts it out there before the people, boldly and proudly and all this, unapologetically and all this other shit, right? Garvey would approve. Garvey would even love him even, right? Well, guess what? Obviously, that goes to show and prove how much he does not study the man, how much he doesn't even know anything about this man, doesn't know anything about this symbolism that he's up there waving and this, that, and the third, and his large following. Yes, and that's the sad part. This dude has a large following, both male and female. The brothers and the sisters alike are supporting this guy, who's completely going against the teachings of the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, who first and foremost knew the importance of the family, of the black family. He knew the importance of it because he spoke on it all the time. You understand? So with that being said, if this man who gave us this message, who gave us this symbolism, spoke on the importance of a family which consists of man, woman, and child, and I'm going to show you a documentation in the description box, check it out for yourself, of exactly what Mr. Garvey and who he represented, what he put forth. If you're going to go against that, then you are against the people, because Garvey was for the people. So if you're against the people, you are not with the people. You're an enemy of the people. And as far as I'm concerned, personally, this guy was planted, in my personal opinion. Because think about it. The following that he has, right, are representations of the LGBT community. Period. Let's keep it 100. And those who are not, quote-unquote, followers of the LGBT community, they're good, close flunkies with them. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it like that. They're flunkies right along with them because they're not standing up for familyhood, which needs to be first and foremost at the head of this fight. Familyhood. Man and woman to produce child. If you're going against that, you're going against me. You're going against me, you're going against the people at large, the common people. Because I represent the common people. The common people represent other common people. Homosexuality is a common issue that we are trying to eradicate. And the only reason why it's quote-unquote common is because it's been made normal. The reason why it's been made normal is people could refuse to say shit about it. People just go right along with it. Bandwagon syndrome. I'm putting a halt to that damn bandwagon and the way it's rolling. I'm stopping that shit, at least here on my side. Hopefully all others out there are doing the same thing. Stopping the shit, because at the end of the day, let's keep it 100. It's killing off your people. It may not be as fast and as quick as a bullet, but at the end of the day, death is death. Death is death. And when there's no life that can come back from that, then it's just gone. It's dead. Just as much as your life is gone when that bullet hits you or that knife hits you. Death is death. Homosexuality is death. Not only is it genocide, it's genocide because it's an engineering of another people pushed on us. But it's suicide when we got our own living this shit at high rates and also pushing this shit on other people at high rates. Now think about it. Let's go back to the children, because you know I'm a big champion for these babies, right? Going back to the example. How are we going to show them examples of what good men are? How are we going to show them examples of good women are? If everything that we doing out here is going against life that we're trying to live. You know, life. You know, the same things with that one of the meetings of those unks that y'all like to wear rocking around. Talk about some black power. Quick to throw up an unk, but quick to go against the meaning at the same time. It's stupid. Think about it. Also, listen, I guess, like I said, staying with the examples of the children, man. What are they going to say? That's the biggest question I can honestly say. What are they going to say? What are they going to see? What are they going to feel? Because at the end of the day, you have to face a fact. For a fact, these kids are getting younger with this shit as it is. Homosexuality is hitting our children younger and younger every day. So if we're going to keep showing these examples by people that's standing up under this symbolism of life, but we're producing the example of death, right? Don't get mad when it comes to a time where basically black people start just birthing faggots, birthing dykes. I'm saying it just like that, harsh just like that, because it's harsh against my people, man. Y'all need to realize that shit. Stop trying to be all apologetic and sympathetic to this shit, man. Just because a damn law was passed a couple months ago. Who gives a crap? Who gives a crap? All these laws was made to go against us anyway, as you can see. And this is just one of them. I need y'all to realize that shit. I need y'all to think.